Imagine being sick for 12 long years. Imagine spending everything you have on doctors and treatments, only to grow worse instead of better. Imagine feeling so alone, so desperate, that you're willing to do anything for just one moment of relief. This is the story of a woman who had lost all hope until she met Jesus. Her story is one of faith, healing, and the power of just one touch. For 12 years, this woman had suffered from a chronic bleeding condition. In her culture, this made her unclean. She couldn't worship in the synagogue, she couldn't touch anyone, and she couldn't even be part of her community. She was isolated, ashamed, and desperate. She had spent all her money on doctors, but instead of getting better, her condition only grew worse. She had tried everything and nothing worked. She was at the end of her rope with no hope in sight. But then, she heard about Jesus. One day, Jesus was passing through her town. A large crowd had gathered around him, pressing in from every side. The woman knew this might be her only chance. She thought to herself, "If I just touch his clothes, I will be healed." It wasn't just a thought. It was an act of faith. She believed that Jesus had the power to heal her even if no one else could. So she pushed through the crowd. She ignored the stares, the whispers, and the shame. She reached out and touched the edge of his cloak. In that instant, something incredible happened. The bleeding stopped. She felt it in her body. She was healed. But Jesus felt it too. He stopped and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" The disciples were confused. "You see the crowd pressing against you," they said. "Why do you ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus knew that power had gone out from him. He was looking for the one who had touched him in faith. The woman, trembling with fear, came forward and fell at his feet. She told him the whole truth about her illness, her suffering, and how she had been healed the moment she touched his cloak. She expected to be scolded, maybe even punished. After all, she had touched him while she was unclean. But Jesus didn't condemn her. Instead, he said something that changed her life forever. Jesus looked at her with compassion and said, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." Did you catch that? He called her daughter. In that one word, he restored her dignity, her identity, and her place in the community. Her faith had made her well, but his love made her whole. She wasn't just healed physically, she was restored emotionally and spiritually. She was no longer an outcast. She was a daughter of God. The story of the woman with the issue of blood reminds us that no one is too broken, too desperate, or too far gone for Jesus. No matter how long you've been struggling, no matter how many times you've tried and failed, Jesus sees you. He knows your pain, and he has the power to heal you. All it takes is one step of faith, just one touch. If you're feeling lost, ashamed, or hopeless today, remember this woman's story. Reach out to Jesus in faith and watch what he can do. If this message spoke to you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Little Faith for more stories of hope and transformation. Leave a comment below and let us know how Jesus is working in your life. Remember, no matter how long you've been waiting, your healing is just one touch away. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Little Faith, and turn on notifications so you never miss an inspiring story. See you next time.